In continuation with our previous video, this is video number 5. We have completed half of the paper, 2021 UPSC Prelims. The paper was yesterday, and I have tried my best to keep the key as correct as possible, and I hope all the questions we have discussed are correct. You can contact us through email info@gyanmimansa.com is our email ID. You can email us and you can join our Telegram channel also. Link will be provided in the description box. You can also comment in the comment section below. For any other query, you can email us. So moving forward with question number 51 to 60, these were the easiest and very direct questions. So let's start with question number 51. So under the Indian Constitution, concentration of wealth violates so neither right to equality, nor right to freedom, nor the concept of welfare, but the directive principles of state policy. It is directly mentioned in the DPSP. The state should strive towards a prohibition of concentration of wealth in few hands. Okay, so Article 39 of Indian Constitution under DPSP violates the concentration. It is concentration of wealth violates Article 39 of DPSP of Indian Constitution. So answer is B. Coming to next, what is the position of right to property in India? So sorry. During the framing of Constitution 1950, Article 35 dealt with right to property. So earlier it was a constitutional right and also fundamental right. But after 44th Amendment Act, the Article 31 was repealed and a new article, Article 300A was inserted. So now it is a legal right. Okay, so it is not a fundamental right and it is a legal right, and then this legal right is available to any person. It is not necessary that right to property is available with citizens only. Anyone can buy property in India under Article 300A, but it is not a fundamental right. So our answer is B, legal right available to any person. Again, very direct it was. Then one of the most direct question of this paper: what was the exact constitutional status of India on 26 January 1950? So the word is exact, and you know that in the preamble there are 5 words right now: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. But these 2 words were added by 42nd Constitutional Amendment of 1976. So this also is not correct. This is also not correct, and sovereign was already always in the preamble of the Constitution. So on 26th of January 1950, the exact status of India was sovereign, democratic, and republic state. So answer is B, very direct. Coming to question number 54, constitutional government means. What is the meaning of constitutional government? A representative government of a nation with federal structure. So if the nation is not having federal structure, still the government can be constitutional. A is not correct. A government whose head enjoys nominal powers, not correct. The government whose head enjoys the full powers, like US president enjoying the real powers, and still it is a constitutional government. So this is also incorrect. A government whose head enjoys real power, it is again not necessary, because in India the head of the state may or may not. In India, the head of the state does not enjoy real power. They have only, president has only real powers. Sorry, nominal powers. So C is not correct. So a government limited by the terms of the Constitution, that is the real meaning of constitutional government, and this is also the definition of the term constitutionalism. So the constitutionalism means a constitutional government, that is a government limited by the terms of the Constitution. That is the government which does not have unlimited powers. So answer would be D. Moving on, with reference to India, the terms Halbi, Ho, and Kui pertains to. So these are tribal languages of Eastern India. All the 3. Okay. Neither musical instruments, nor dance forms, nor prehistoric cave painting. So this was from art and culture part of India. Okay. Indian languages. So these are tribal languages, and Halbi, Ho and Kui. Answer is D. Again, a direct question if you have read about it. So it was easy. If you haven't, then you could have left. This one is one of the best questions according to me in the polity part. Okay, basically all the polity part was very direct, so this one was a bit deductive. We need to know a few things and also need to deduce. Consider the following statements in respect to Bharat Ratna awards, Bharat Ratna and Padma awards. Okay, so Bharat Ratna and Padma awards are titles under Article 18(1) of the Constitution of India. So no, they are not considered as a titles because Bharat Ratna and Padma are the awards, not the titles. Hence, statement 1 is incorrect under Article 18(1). Padma awards, which were instituted in the year 1954, this part is correct, were suspended only once. So no, they were suspended twice, from 1977 to 1980 and 1992 to 1995. Okay, in these two periods, the Padma awards were suspended. So this statement is also incorrect. The number of Bharat Ratna awards is restricted to a maximum of 5 in a particular. No, it has been restricted to number 3 in a particular year. So not more than 3 Bharat Ratna awards can be awarded in a particular year. So this statement is also incorrect. So the question is, which of the above statements are not correct? So this was, you need to read it very carefully. Few of my own students have made this mistake and they have marked, I don't know what they thought, and they have marked 1 and 2 only. Okay, for any of them. So not correct. All the 3 statements are incorrect. So answer is D, 1 to 8. Okay, fine. Moving forward to question number 57. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. The United Nations Capital Development Fund, UNCFDF, and the Arbor Day Foundation have recently recognized Hyderabad as 2020 Tree City of the World. Sorry. So the statement 1 is partially correct that this foundation have recently recognized Hyderabad as 2020 Tree City of the World. So this part is correct, but it was not in association with the United Nations Capital Development Fund, but it was by FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. Okay, FAO and the Arbor Day Foundation have recently recognized Hyderabad as 2020 Tree City of the World. So statement 1 is incorrect. Hyderabad was selected for the recognition for a year following its commitment to growth and maintain the urban forest. This statement is correct. So if you have heard about this 2020 Tree City of the World, this was from the current affairs, a fairly direct question from the current affairs part. But yeah, although it was direct, UPSC has a bit tricky in this paper. Earlier also, it has given one more, institutional, the name of the institution wrong, if you remember the previous question. So this is again here. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So answer is D. Statement 1 is not correct, but statement 2 is correct. Moving on. This year, first time after a lot of many years, I guess in previous 10 years, there were no questions from sports. But this year, UPSC has done 3 questions from the sports, and I was very happy about it. Okay. Quite direct questions. If you have heard about these things, consider the following statement in respect of Laureus World Sports Award, which was instituted in the year 2000. Okay. So this Laureus World Sports Award, one of the most prestigious sports award in the world. So it was instituted in 2000. So point 1, American golfer Tiger Woods was the first winner of this award. So this statement is correct. The award was received mostly by Formula 1 players so far. No, mostly by tennis players and football players. Second by, so very few Formula 1 racers. Yeah, Michael Schumacher has got it, received this award, but not too many. But mostly tennis player, all the major tennis players whom you know, like Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer, and then Rafael Nadal, all of them have received this, and also footballers including Neymar and then Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have received this. So these awards, basically most of them are received by tennis and football players, not by the Formula 1 players. So statement 2 is incorrect. Then third statement, Roger Federer received this award maximum number of times compared to others. Yes, Roger Federer has received 6 times, 5 times for the sportsmanship of the year and 1 for the comeback sportsman of the year award. 6 times of so Roger Federer has received this award maximum time. So this statement is again correct. So answer would be C, 1 and 3. Moving on to question number 59. Again a question from Olympics. It was meant to be because if anything comes from the sports, so Olympics were the most important sports this year. Consider the following statement in respect to 32nd Summer Olympics, that is the Tokyo Olympics. The official motto for the Olympics was is a new world. No, it was united by emotions. And as we know, the COVID crisis was there, so it was regarding the emotions of the people. So the motto was united by emotions. So statement 1 is incorrect. Sport climbing, surfing, skateboarding, karate, and baseball are included in this Olympics. Yes. So these were the sports included in the Olympics for the first time. Also the softball. Okay. So statement 2 is correct. So which of the above statement is correct? So only 2 is correct. 1 is not correct. Again, a question from the sports. Again, a very direct question. If you follow cricket, and if you don't follow cricket at all, then it may or you may or may not know this. If you know, then recently ICC World Test Championship has concluded. First edition. India and New Zealand were in the finals, and India lost. So New Zealand has become the first ICC World Test champion. So there have been 2 statements given by UPSC. First is the finalists were decided by the number of matches they won. No. So the finalists, or both the finalists, India and New Zealand, were decided by the point system. So the point system was a bit complicated. Also, there was some controversy. So they have improved the point system for the second edition of the World Cup, World Test Championship. It has already started. So there was some point system. Okay. So both the statements are incorrect, because the second statement also says New Zealand was ranked ahead of England because it won more matches than England, right? So again, although England won more matches than New Zealand because England played more matches than New Zealand, but when the point system, due to the point system, New Zealand got to the second position and England was at third position, India at first position. So India and New Zealand were in the final, and New Zealand finally won the finals. So under this regard, both the statements are incorrect. The answer would be D, neither one not. So we have completed 60 questions till now. We will be bringing other 40 questions very soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching.